happened to Lake Speed.
Well, gets a little bump from back there from Dale Earnhardt.
Look how close Michael Waltrip came to being involved.
In the middle of everything right there, and it looks like his car just breaks loose, and it looked like his car has been loose since the start of this race. Michael Waltrip was right there behind him, but I don't believe there's any contact made. What do you think, BP?
Didn't look like
Well, he's on the outside, and the car just all of a sudden veers into the wall. It looks like he might have blown the right front tire on the car because it just went straight right, and then other cars behind them started slowing down and hitting each other, and a bunch of them getting involved in it.
You can see Dale.
You see Lake Speed. Boom. That hurts. Some contact.
That's Todd Bodine right there in big trouble, backing back up in front of Nadeau there. You see Mike Skinner had nowhere to go into 31 as they get all together there. A lot of damage to all three cars.
Folks, I think you understand what we mean by the big one.
But we waited for over 135 laps before we had it.
That's one reason you hate to see caution flags, because they always seem to breed more caution flags.
Under caution because of a multi-car wreck at Talladega. We'll be right back.
Well, to see the cars coming off the corner, going in turn 3 and behind, all of a sudden someone makes contact, and Ward Burton just goes around and around, and all the traffic behind him had no place to go. There's Bliss going down on the inside wall. Stacey Compton, oh, he's going to run right in front of the Darrell Waltrip.
The 28 car blows up, and we see Bill Elliott get in the water, oil, or whatever, and he just can't control the car. He goes straight in the wall.
There was a lot of fluid pouring from that 20.
Jeff Bodine going high there. Andy Hillenberg in the 91 under him. Lake Speed just behind him. They make contact right there.
Hillenberg and Bodine got together, and that's what keyed it all.
It just started to get sideways. He almost had it saved until he and Hillenberg made contact.
You can see Bill Elliott right back in this area, just creeping through there.
And he comes off the corner, and here he's going to come off, and boom, he and the 9 are going to make some serious contact.
So look again at what happened. Up into the wall go Lake and then Ricky Craven spinning. Hard on the brakes on the low side of the track. You saw Johnny Benson, that yellow Pennzoil.
And Leffler's already been into the wall once. Oh, he just tried to turn down. There's that magic spot over there. He hits this wall pretty hard too. Bam. Does a lot of damage. That's it.
Kevin Hamlin is the crew chief for Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, trouble! In the wall is Elliott hard. Bill Elliott hard as they went 3 wide. Ricky Rudd, I think, collects, or check that, Stacey Compton collects him, and Elliott's car, one of the
replay. Our cameras were following it. That's Terry Labonte. A little contact between the two, and Chad drives it up the hill and boom, into the wall.
He locks the brakes. You can see the marks, and there Jeff Bodine just clipped him in the Motorcraft Ford and couldn't get it back under control. So
but take a look what happened.
Well, you can see him sideways there, and Lake tried to go to the high side and collected him up there. Both cars have a lot of damage to them. Robert Presley driving in 29, 3-car wreck.
Oh, man. Well, 9 car lifted the 44, got in the backup going down the corner.
Yeah, that was hardly PJ's fault. Ernie
Corner. Benson's on the outside. Some contact right there as between Benson and, was that Jeremy Mayfield?
that was Mayfield. I believe so. That's where that 4-wide racing was going on that we were talking about.
And John Andretti, believe it or not, he's also involved. The STP Pontiac just cannot catch a break.
Derek Cope also in
the leader. Here's what happened to Jeremy Mayfield. Wally Dallenbach and him running close.
Yes, and they get together, and around goes Mayfield. Let's see how Lake Speed gets involved in the deal. He comes, Mayfield spins up the track right in the path of Lake Speed, and Lake had nowhere.
Let's trickle through. Ward. Does 77 get through? Ah. Oh, no.
accident up in turn 3. Yep. There's a bump from David Green in the 94 McDonald's car. He hits Bobby Hillin in the 9 car. And as Bobby Hillin comes across, we're going to see the 18 spin in.
Boy, as close as you see Earnhardt's car gets upside down and gets hit there by
That's Robert Presley. That's Robert Presley in the 33 got into Earnhardt when he was upside down there.
But Cope was the first one, got him in the roof. Derek Cope in that 12 tangled with him as well as it was spinning and crashing.
Cells and all that would have done an awful fire there. There were 2 cars that were definitely caught on fire with the old fuel system. Look at Richard.
Ooh, he and Chad Little together, and then they came down into Waltrip.
Looked like maybe they'd already Richard already gotten back, and maybe Waltrip. He had the nose really caved in.
Here comes the 92 cars trying to get under the 22. He got on the brakes. Talk about brakes. He really got on them hard, and when he did, he got it loose.
See his hands fighting that steering wheel too. Boy, Ward Burton's going to see that replay and go, thank you.
Like those brakes.
In the 77.
And look at Rusty Wallace, just missed the accident. It was very, very close for Rusty. There he comes through, but Stewart did not survive. Neither did Jeff Gordon as he got bounced around by hitting Presley and Darrell Waltrip.
3 abreast. But all of a sudden, Dick Trickle comes down, makes contact with Mark Martin. He has to go down. He hits the 22 in the right rear and just drives that Pontiac head on into the outside retaining wall. And Mark Martin's going to come down and get plowed into by, I guess, Derek Cope right there.
Yeah.
No, he hit the 22 car. And it's the 43 that did the damage to the 6 car.
Yeah, he hit him in the driver's side, and that's, I'm sure.
Going to turn 1.
Trying to get down.
They just make very little contact right there. You see Lake Speed turning sideways. Elton got in just on the end of the bumper there, just enough to turn him around.
Nemechek got him, and who was that? Michael Waltrip scooting through without much damage. Here's another look at it. Those cars already have gone past.
Turn 2 closes up like a closet right here. That's what's so dangerous about this racetrack. They're both side by side, and look what the cars got to do. Just needle their way through.
Very heads-up driving for those guys. Ever see the? Oh, I see the 21 car gets in the back of the 9 car. Elliott Sadler runs in the back of Steve Grissom and turned him sideways going down in turn 1.
And there's the big pileup. Jeffrey Bodine also involved in that, up against the wall. John Andretti hitting the brakes, but look at Jarrett and Labonte squeezing through.
Just about like running an event in a pizza oven, and there's been.
And there's a spin. There's trouble.
Car upside down. Schrader. Like Schrader's number 25, side over side, end over end. Another car in trouble and also getting airborne.
Terry Labonte is involved. His car spinning around on the grass. There is Elton Sawyer spinning around. Rusty Wallace there. There's Lake Speed. There's Rick.
Sterling's on the inside. They go in the corner, and just like earlier in the race, we saw Sterling get loose getting in the corner. He had to correct it, and this time the Spam car, Lake Speed, was on the outside of him, and there was nothing he could do except go in the side of Lake's car. We saw him earlier in the race do that, only that time he was on the
10 as they were before.
Whoa, we have contact on the front straightaway.
It was Kyle Petty all over the back of the number 16 Musgrave, and that sends the field flying down into turn number 1. I think we've torn up about 6 cars as they came to the line.
One more shot. Too many friends here today. Last week it was Brett Bodine that seemed to be around everything that happened on the track at Bristol. This time it's Dale Jr. Brett paid for it too. He spent 2 laps.
Here's a replay. You ever seen they do? Well, they see Ward Burton has hit him. You see Ricky Rudd just stop. Your Jeff Gordon drives down the apron of the racetrack. So does Skinner. So does Schrader. Kenny Schrader.